find a motivated seller. Okay, how hard is to find a motivated seller? It's not necessarily a discounted property. A motivated seller, a person who would like to move away from property. Could be negative equity, negative cash flow, could be repossession, could be... Okay. Then, control with a single document. We call it the joint venture agreement or the assisted sale agreement. This gives you instant control. We're going to teach you how to do that in our workshop. We're going to go through every single word in this agreement and we're going to show you how you can control property instantly. And once you control the property, you'll never get gazumped anymore. Then find a buyer. We use Rightmove. In the good old days, we used to use ugly signs, but Rightmove is more efficient because we get so much more clicks and it's so easy to upload it. You can use our Rightmove account too. So for those of you who attend our workshop, you will have one free listing on Rightmove. So here we go. Find a property, put it on Rightmove, guaranteed sale. Your money back. Also, sell on a vendor term agreement. We can sell a house on a straight sale. Okay, the market is growing up, we can still make profit by flipping. But on a vendor term agreement, you double that, you triple that. That's the beauty of it. And you make shed loads of money.
So, to recap very quickly, we spoke about what is a vendor term agreement. We showed you how we're making massive profits from each and every deal. We showed you some real life examples, which we showed you a few babysits, some lemons, how we're buying and controlling property using this single document. And our offer to you is our 2-day workshop, as we mentioned to you earlier. You can get a free place on this by entering your name or dropping your card at the back. Day 1 on the 7th of June is, can you read that for us?
Mindset of a property investor, that's your speciality.
Mindset of a property investor, that's my speciality.
Over the years, my mindset has changed completely. And it's because of this man.
Well, it's something I've been studying for 40 years. Believe me, I'm only 36, but I've been studying for 40 years. No. So it's my speciality. It's something very dear to my heart. So we spend quite a lot of time on mindset, which is obviously very important.
Also, we're going to teach you how to buy and control property with little or no money down. I understand many investors haven't got a big cash reserve to buy a property. So, using our joint venture agreement, you can control a property with little or no money down. So this is the beauty of it. This is worth its weight in gold. So we're going to teach you all that. Also, we're going to show you the step-by-step process of buying and selling a property. I know many courses you attend, they give you a lot of information, but they actually don't give you the exact steps that you need to take to control a property, to market a property, sell property, and profit from it. Also, we're going to show you how to sniff at the profits in any and every deal. As you saw, we are able to make profits from upside down properties. So it is very easy to make money from any and every deal. You just have to learn how to see the profits. 101 ways of marketing for sellers. I've been told that the market is growing, there are not enough properties, there are not enough motivated sellers. Believe me, we can't cope. I've got 11 deals on my board, and I can't do them all. So some of our students, I delegate that to them. So even if you can't get deals, I will pass you some. Don't you worry about that. Live deal structuring. So we're going to show you how do we structure our deals live. Actually, deal that's on the table today. So you're going to see how we're doing it live. Step-by-step structuring of a vendor term agreement. I know this is cutting edge stuff. It's not as good as easy as getting a property and letting it. Okay, this is a little bit more complex. But we've made it very simple because we use something called a deal analyzer. It shows you where the profits are and how to structure an installment contract. It gives you a full payment schedule from day 1 until the end of the contract. So everything is nicely structured as a business. It's professional. I'm going to show you our research on online tools. Many of you would love our online tools. They're just brilliant in terms of valuing a property, researching the saleability of a property. So you'll love that. Marketing for buyers. Again, we use Rightmove. It's pretty simple, but we're going to show you how we upload it on Rightmove, what the wording is on there, and how we make it appealing even at high prices. We also will show you how to find and convert buyers into satisfied homeowners. Remember, we are not selling properties. We're selling an opportunity to get on the property ladder. Where else you can buy a house with £5,000 deposit. That's the beauty of what we do in our business. We have a product that's in high demand. building your professional empowered team and creating wealth for life. We found over the years that the deal killers are not ourselves, but the solicitors. So if you build your team with the right solicitors, you will get your deals done quicker. Your sellers won't be pulling out, and your buyers won't be pulling out. So it's very important you build your right team. So we'll give you our contacts as well. Giveaway bonus, our best kept secret. Something called the no money down strategy. So we're going to show you how to do that. This is actually the most profitable strategy. Do a no money down, sell an installment contract. That's how you make £100,000 a deal.
How much is this?
Well, it's worth 697 plus that. That's going to be the price on the last month. So in May, that's going to be the price. Today only 497 plus VAT. It's not going to be, never is going to be that cheap. This is actually a very cheap price.
And if we want to come for 2 people?
597. So we understand, we appreciate the fact that people like support. So it's very important you come with your partner, because if you come on your own and you go home, your wife or your partner will be saying, well, I went to this course and they teach you how to make £50,000 per deal. They say, no, never going to make £50,000. But if you have a partner that's been to the course with you, she will support you instead of discouraging you from doing this type of deals. That's why we make it very easy to bring your partners along. 597 plus VAT.
So please see the guys at the back of the room to book up for that. There's a few bonus packs, which is all the legal documentation you need, which is valued at £2,000. That comes free. There's access to our closed Facebook group for all of our students. That's completely free. And 30-day email and phone support, which is very, very important. When you leave the workshop, you get some support directly from us. Worth priceless, really. That's completely free as well, so you're not out on your own. And Mesud just wanted to go through some quick numbers here, just to show some
£17,000 profit from Bartlett Road. That's 5,600. £70,000. £5,000 from 75. 37, £18,000. £29,000 from Cottesmore. £51,000 cashback. £50,000 cashback. That's Yvonne and Ada on a very profitable deal.
There's a little text message we got whilst we were speaking at Lincoln, well, dare I say, PIN meeting. We got a text message from one of our students saying that the mentoring must be working because he's got a deal. So that was from Alan. So any questions before we very late leave the stage because we've overrun considerably, and we do apologise for that. Do we have time for 1 or 2 questions before?
How can we ever shut you up, guys? My God,
We have so much to say, so much. So,
you've got some questions, so
okay.
please do keep going and ask your questions
Tracy.
that you
Just
need
wondering,
to, not a problem.
You talked about where do you guys generate your leads predominantly? Do you have websites? Are you doing leaflets? Are you using where are you finding your leads?
Yeah,
from?
you know, if you're a property investor, there are certain avenues that you will go down in order to generate leads for motivated sellers. Because we're all looking for the same thing. We're all looking for a motivated seller. It's just that with our exit strategy, being the vendor term agreement, we can pay full asking price or even more than full asking price instead of trying to get a discount every time, instead of trying to knock them down 25–30%. So therefore, we search in the same places that every other investor searches: newspapers, leaflets, websites. We go to meetings, breakfast meetings, business meetings, these types of meetings, to generate as many leads as we can from all of those sources that we all know about. It's not rocket science. But what we can do is that we can buy the properties or control the properties that other investors don't buy. So the BMV guys that are only looking for discount, 25–30% discount, if there's no 25% discount, I can't buy it. Then I go to their bin that they put the lead in, and I'll take the lead out of the bin and I'll convert it, because I can pay full asking price or more. So it's not really where you're looking, it's how you're looking and what you're doing with the lead when it comes to you. So I'll always say, always say, when a phone call comes in, if I can give you what you're looking for, do you have some flexibility around the time scale in which I deliver you the money? If the answer is possibly, come in my office and have a meeting, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. I don't even go out to view the property. They come into my office and I show them how I'm going to give them what they're looking for. So all the deals are done in the office. And it's because they travel quite a long distance to come to the office, they're motivated more than if they just said, well, no, I'm not really interested. Then, you know, that's it basically. It's not rocket science. It's wherever you're looking now is where you continue to look. But we have 101 ways to look for buyers, sellers rather, motivated sellers.
I can generate about 15 calls in 15 minutes. All you have to do is, I'll give you a little tip, write it down. Find all the for sale by owner leads on Gumtree in your area. Make a list of their phone numbers and send them a text message. I will buy a house today if you have some flexibility on the price or on the terms. Call me, your name, Alex, 079 8833 2012.
If you do that, you'll probably get through to me on about 5 or 6 of those. Because I've got property on Gumtree today that I'm selling, including one of those in Manchester. I have 2 in that particular development. I've sold one and I'm now selling the other on Gumtree.
We bought 3 properties from from Gumtree that way. So we get our students, make a list, send a text message to 200 people, and you just watch the phone goes berserk.
Cool. Any more questions before we leave the stage? Because I'm aware of the time.
Yes, David.
Keep you in mind.
I mean, normally your students, I mean, I saw from your presentation that you guys cover nationally. When somebody goes through a seminar and course, do they have a gold mine area or can they do this nationally?
They can do it anywhere. Because the beauty is you don't have to see the property. So you control the property with a 12-page document. So I have had situations where I send the document in the post to the seller, signs the documents, sends his certified IDs back, he fills all the fixtures and fitting forms. Now I control the property. All I have to do is put it on Rightmove. I start getting calls, and when I get the calls, if the property is tenanted, I get the tenant to do the viewings. If the owner is still living in the house, I get the owner to do the viewings. But always first control the property and then market the property. After you control it, then the owner won't sell it to somebody else. You're in control, you're in charge. So that's how you do it from distance. But we're going to go into further detail in the 2-day workshop. You will be selling houses from distance without
I think
seeing
we've
it.
got time for one more question and then we'll see it at the back of the room if that's okay.
Yeah,
I'm aware that
just very
Tracy wants to-
quickly, in that instance, is there a survey involved then in that purchase? Because there's no mortgage.
It depends how good you are with your research skills. So if you know the area very well, and if you call 3 or 4 estate agents and you roughly know the price of the property and you know that you're getting a fair price, you don't need to. But if there is a few issues with it, if the property doesn't look right on the pictures, or if it looks quite an old property, just to secure yourself, yes, it may be a good option to go ahead and do a structural survey or do a valuation.
Are we all done?
Okay, well, we'll wrap up now, but obviously, was there another question?
Yeah, I'm just very
Okay,
curious.
last one,
It's
because
just-
otherwise we will be here all night.
Just to deal on the board, I was curious because obviously currently most mortgages valuations are price based on sales value, and you're taking 120 off the price when you're paying 110. How do you achieve that?
That's the giveaway bonus, the no money down strategy that we're going to give away in the 2-day workshop. So unfortunately we can't do it live because sensitivity of it, yeah. So
We're happy to share with you.
Yeah.
Happy to share that. We'll see you at the back of the room for any more questions. We're
Thanks
not
for
going anywhere
listening.
until you've all
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Wow, and they say I can talk. Do you know what I said to these guys? I'll try and give you as much time as possible because I know that for the main speakers it's quite difficult to fit everything into 55 minutes, and when there's so much content to share and wanting to give you some detail like they have, I mean they've given you quite a bit of detail as far as the figures and how things stack up. It was really interesting, and I know even from my point of view I've never done anything like that before, and it is interesting. Especially if you are sitting there with not a lot of money right now. Great way of getting into property. So hopefully you guys will go and talk to these guys at the back. Obviously, if you are interested in their draw or purchasing a place on their masterclass, you can also do that at the back of the room. And that's a fantastic deal that they're offering. You know, they've got two people paying £100 for the second person. That's brilliant. Only a few of you have got to pair up in the room and you're going to get a storming deal. So I'd go for it. Okay, so let's wrap up on... Okay. I went on too far, that's fine. Your Property Network magazine, I will mention it just before I go on to this. At the back of the room, I always promote it every month. If you do not read Your Property Network magazine, you need to be reading it. Every month, £6.95. It's an absolutely brilliant magazine. And in fact, this month's